Woman, reinvent yourself. Woman, the Bible says that love is stronger than death, which means it is stronger than your debt, your pain, your rejection, or any kind of fear. Imagine you just got home from work, tired and ready to relax, and then suddenly, sitting around the table, you see an assembly of your dreams, desires, and wishes canvassing. The first one to talk is Dee, the distant dreamer. She's the one that has known you the longest. She has been with you since immemorial. She is the navigational system of your life, as she has been to so many places with you, and she has lost count of the number of times you've turned back, taken detours, and given up. As capital D starts to talk, you can see the quiver of her lips, as the crack in her voice as she painfully and reluctantly starts to open her dried, parched lips. The first words that come out hit you like a sledgehammer in between your eyes. Your heart sinks deep into the pit of your stomach as you well know and feel what D is going to say. You know her words are gospel truth. She says, "It has been so painful to see you settle. It is painful to see you take a job that abuses your talents. It's just sad to watch you pretending on the outside while you're dying in the inside. Stuck in a relationship that stifles you. Deep inside, you're dead. All we are waiting is for the physical time to return you to the earth that you came from. Stuck in a job that allows others to portion you their functions that are boring." I look at us now and remember those days when you were young and we set such exciting goals, aiming for the moon and hanging out to the stars. Nowadays, all I hear is you complaining about things that never worked out for you in the past. You become a broken record, stuck on bad news. You had so much imagination, so much vision and energy for the future. Your eyes used to light up. Your body used to dance to your voice as you explained where we are going and how we are going to get there. It's painful for me to look at your hardened face, the face of a former smile that used to light up a room, and the dead stare in your eyes that used to say a lot of where you're going. Regrets of a lost opportunity. I've been all along with you by your side as challenges and obstacles in your life started to chip at you one at a time. You have become a pale shadow of the person I used to know. You used to take so much pride in dressing up and taking care of your God-given body. Look at you now. You can barely look and stand yourself in the mirror. How do you expect for others to fall in love with you when you can't stand yourself? We were partners. We had a deal. My part was to live through you. You stopped allowing me to express myself through you. You are my voice, the one that gives me life. But of late, I feel like a prisoner. A prisoner in an overweight, abused and neglected body. You stopped caring what you feed your face and wine, "Oh my God, don't start with me," has become your beverage of choice. Yet you say you have no addictive personality. I feel trapped inside you. No matter how much I shout, nudge or push, you will become completely detached and isolated from me. I've become just me, a plain smoke inside you from the smoldering fire that I used to burn inside. You have turned a deaf ear to me. After all I've done for you, I can't understand why you've turned against me. Don't you remember how I was there for you through the tears when life was bad? You've locked me in the cell of your heart. In the beginning it worked, but you have also locked out any incoming love. Where did you throw the keys? You've placed me on a starvation diet, and all I hear nowadays is complaints on how horrible life is, about who was horrible to you, about who didn't treat you right. But I was there for you all along, and I would have been if you let me. You are killing me with your excuses. You have turned from a go-getter to a blamer. What happened to the exciting time in the fast lane? Watching TV has become your favorite pastime. You've traded in your dreams to watching others live their dreams on the tube. This slow lane is strangling me. I'm dying inside. You are constantly aiming missiles at your parents, your education, lack of opportunities, and even you blame your poor dog. I know you better than anybody else. I live inside you, and I know this is not the life we dreamt of. This is not the house, the car, the career, the love, or the kind of life that you wanted. You are meant to be a better, a short caller, the high achiever of our generation. Forgive me for the bluntness, and please don't mistake it with rudeness. This life you live is beneath you. It goes against God's big plans for you. God is ashamed of what you've settled for. Looking at what He's deposited in you, you've ended up being a beggar in life. Your power, sister, is in your dreams. Your passion and your excitement is in your dreams. You have given up on me. You've given up on me, your dreams. You live in a desert devoid of an oasis and filled with parched lips and painful, bitter and sour water. Nothing grows there. I beg you to touch me again. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear and kiss my sweet voluptuous lips tenderly. Let's fall in love again. Seduce your dreams. Seduce me. This mask you wear in public has turned you into a mannequin. You have so many faces that I can't relate to any anymore. The next one on the table to talk is L. L stands for love. Love gives, lust takes. You've replaced love with lust. You've just taken and have stopped giving. Your heart, a place I used to dwell in, is now filled with hatred and sad memories. Let me remind you a simple fact that is the rule of relationships. Does the word reciprocity mean anything to you? You can't plant bitterness, sister, and expect to have its sweetness. You've turned away anything and anyone that has ever loved you. It is sad that you can't even stand your own face in the mirror. You've become your own horror movie. You've become so selfish that you've blocked my only outlet into the world. It looks like you have Halloween stuck on your face. Forgive me, but I have to vent. Your heart has become an ICU for love. I feel my life is being kept going with a respirator. We have flatline, the heartbeat is gone. Our relationship with each other has become so strained. I'm the part that loves and longs to love. I wish for a dynamic relationship. I remember my relationship with D, the dreamer. The dreamer, we were inseparable. We bought the same pair of shades because our future was so bright that the glare was blinding us. Remember those early relationships that didn't work, and each time we thought it was the one? Then as we became older, you became cynical. You pushed me aside with words like, who needs love? Love doesn't exist. All men are the same. You stopped believing in love, and eventually you hanged yourself on the 75% off discount rack. Quality never goes on sale, sister. You are always on sale with your negative attitude and bitterness. John left you 10 years ago and is married to Lucy. How can you keep on blaming him for your misery now? You started settling for less. Your self-esteem took a knock, and you started dating men that I would never have looked at. Forget talking to if you had consulted me. You complain about all men, but hey, you don't attract what you want, sister. You attract who you are. Now your definition of love is determined by what job he does, what car he drives, what suburb he lives in. You've traded love with the material possessions. No wonder I've become a zombie inside you. Just look at you now. You are faking your interest in this man, distracted with what you need. You think they can't see right through you? Look at me, baby. You can't sow lust reap love. This has got nothing to do with circumstances. It's all to do with letting your mind murder you. You stopped loving life. You stopped loving love, and you stopped loving the real you. Oh, look at your fake smile, fake eyelashes, fake boobs. Do you even know who you are? You've settled for security and predictability in your life while your heart dies. It's painful just being you. When did you experience passion like the one we had before last? You had traded off passion for prosperity in material things, and you lie there like a doll when he touches you. Do you think he doesn't feel your coldness and your lack of life? Let us not even talk about the intimacy. That is a foreign word to you. You stopped dressing up for love. Without makeup, your face is stuck on Halloween. This acting is killing you. Do you know how beautiful you are without all these strange makeovers? Why do you shave your eyes and then paint over them? Why are you challenging what God has given you by shaving it, but you've refused to challenge your shallow thinking that gets you into trouble? Please, just be yourself. I'm dying to fall in love with you again. The beautiful, easygoing, happy you. Please, I beg you. Your heart doesn't need a costume. The people that matter, the real you, and the people that don't matter, don't notice you. Without me, I mean Romans, you will die. I'm done with this nonsense. You are worth more. You deserve better, woman. Your heart needs rest. You need a peace of mind. Forget this man. You're gonna have to learn to let go and live on. The third voice of the husband enters the conversation. This voice, unlike the other voice, is crude and raw. It's not as sweet, loving, and soft as the other voices. The man stands up and complains to your lack of getting your act together. You are a complete financial accident waiting to happen. You spend more money like cheap water. Your bills are piling up, running high on credit, on your credit cards, buying useless items to replace the passion void in your life. If there is a medical term for your condition, you'll be easily diagnosed with financial flu. Your spending is running and ruining the family to the ground. You want the good life now. You need to learn about delayed gratification. But wait a minute. With no passion, romance, and intimacy in your life, no wonder you overcompensate with overspending on stupid stuff. Your priorities are just off. You burn money on wants and beg for needs. Before you cut my head off, woman, I need you to know that I love you. I need you to know that I know you can change. I want you to know that you are never too old to have new dreams. I know you have dreams, and every single day you have new dreams. I know you have faith, and I know you read the scriptures. You love God, but I want you to know that God has a plan for you, but He's not going to plan it for you. I watch you every morning and evening on your knees praying, but you do nothing about it later. The Bible clearly says that faith without work, my love, is dead. Please, I beg you for the sake of your family, for your own sanity. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. Your pain affects us all. I want the woman I fell in love with back. Remember, I'll always love you. Because a man's heaven is at the feet of a woman. And unless our women learn and know who they are, the man will always be lost. And if a man is lost, the woman gets confused. Woman, I'm begging you, reinvent yourself.